Okay, I'm really stupid because I just recorded this and had display capture up on stream the whole time. So now I get to re-record this again. Sorry if this is gonna be rushed because this is the third time I'm recording this. So, stage 2 is her only actual swimsuit. But I'm pretty sure this is Merlin from Arcade. She's calling herself Lady Avalon to disguise herself as Merlin's sister. Merlin's in on it, and he's like in the same philosophy where he doesn't want to do shit. And he's probably covering for her. I don't know. I haven't translated shit yet. Her HP is kind of low for being a support. Her attack's average, but she's a support, not an offensive unit, so this is okay. Star Gen is pretty nuts for being a pretender, and Quick Guard has 4 hits on it, so she actually will gen a good amount of stars. MP charge 0.53. It's okay. Merlin's I think would be better, but she has more stars, so she'll probably be critting a lot more. Or not that she'll have more stars, is that she can get herself more stars than what Merlin could do. 4 hit and buster card, whatever. 5 hit extra attack, it will gen stars. BAQ would definitely gen a whole lot of stars. Yes, one of my mods says stage 3 does look like a wedding dress. Yeah, I can see it. It does look like she has similarities to Castoria in appearance, just a little bit though. First skill is Merlin's hero creation, and now the site has these names actually translated. It is hero creation, but for arts 50% up, max HP, 100% crit damage 6 turn. This does work better for her because arts isn't just damage, it's also refund, so whoever she puts this on can refund easier. Second skill is like an actual summer name for a skill. It's Merlin's charisma, 20% battery off stage 1, so this is the last thing you need to level, along with adding overcharge to the party, which if you seen like one of the can't die teams, Morgan, Merlin, and Castoria, Morgan having overcharge on her MP lets Castoria and Merlin do their jobs even better. More stars, more stacks of solid defense. So if you substitute her with Merlin, regular Merlin, they'll have 2 stacks of overcharge, meaning whoever you put in the 3rd slot in the MP chain is going to be overcharged 5. So whether you want Merlin to be that or Castoria to have 5 hits of solemn defense, that is up to you. Third skill, I saw a lot of people giving this shit, but this is literally the same skill she has in Arcade. Like literally the same skill. They just had to change it so you can actually use it on turn 1. So it is basically, it's a drain or like a bloodsucker, like what Carmilla, Uriel, Steno, like all those like vampiric characters. Vlad has it, that they drain and then they drain the enemy and then they get MP back. Hers is based on, she puts a debuff on people and then charges based on the number of enemies on the field. I believe that's how it works. 20% per enemy, so 60% on 3 enemies in a normal node, but can go up to 120% gauge if you're fighting six enemies at once. So if you do have higher copies, that can be a reason to do it, although I don't think that's worth it. I don't think going for MP2 just for the occasional time you're fighting 6 enemies and you can really get full use out of this is worth it. But that is something. Her cooldown for both of these skills is higher than Merlin's, so using Tamamo as well will help keep the party alive if something happens to your Castoria. the way this works as well is that it is similar to MP Seal, except this does not stop an MP. It will prevent the enemy from getting a tick at the end of their turn. I haven't tested it, whether it stops like a charge skill, but this is like delayed for whenever someone is going to get a charge. So if they're not going to get a charge that turn anyway, say they MP, they don't get any battery from that, this would apply the next turn. So there's some versatility of it. It's gonna take more use to actually like fully get used to this skill, because it is a different type of debuff added to the game. Yeah, passive skills, arts buff 4%, pretty weak. Item construction debuff success rate 11%. This is for this, because this is the only debuff she has in her kit. 5% battery every turn, just like Merlin, and she gets mana loading for free. 20% gauge, and you can also get another mana loading down here to start the battle off with 40%. And if you are using her with double Castoria, like both Castoria's batteries, you pop and she can MP without having to use her own battery, although she does want to use this battery for the overcharge. It all depends on team comps. She does have the Beast skill. I say this because all the Beast servants, except Koi and Sky of Darkness, has this independent manifestation, crit damage and skill and mental debuff. Void Shiki has it because she's like part of Gaia or Alaya. I'm always confused on that shit. I'm not gonna like I'm not gonna cap. I'm pretty sure it's Alaya, because Gaia deals more with true ancestors like Arquid. Her third pen skill actually does give her more damage, so that is something, because she has already class advantage against sabers. MP, don't like, weird that this scales with MP copies. If you're gonna do it, like, go for higher copy, just stop at 2. Don't go for 5. It's not worth 2.5 more percent for 1,000 more Saint Quartz or however long it takes you to get her. And her overcharge is just like Merlin's, stars every turn, but because she can give herself overcharge, she can start higher. You can start at higher overcharge, and if you're using her with Vlad, Berserker Vlad, you can possibly get 45 stars each turn, depending on how well your looping is going. And her bond CE is arts, performance, and crit damage. Is she must summon? No. Is she good? Yes. Is she busted? No. Does she need to be busted? No. I've seen like a lot of power creeping games, and it's usually not good. It's better to make a wider base than like keep building up and up and up. Make more servants do different things, and have like always like, oh, instead of 50% and gain and 50% arts buff, we're gonna make another Castoria that instead of that, like her solemn defense will last the whole turn. It's not hit based, and then she also gives 100% MP gain and 100% arts buff. Like, we don't need more power creep. Like Castoria, Koi and Skya, Light are already like really strong. We don't need to keep power creeping them just yet. Maybe in a couple years, but not right now. Yeah, she's a good servant. Lighten up. Stop asking for more must summon servants that literally break the bank for people. Let's make it so more people have more options. All right, I'm gonna go play Tower Fantasy. Peace.